And so they asked us to actually help them to show people what people are actually doing, or if a woman is carrying twins, for example, with twin-to-twin transfusion, which is this example here, what's actually the problem, and how do we actually treat that? And you can see that we can kind of guide people through with kind of an educational experience with this heads-up display, and showing people different surgical techniques that specialists at Stanford do.
So this to me is, so David is a physician and doctor and he deals with this stuff all the time, but this is another example to me of just mind-blowing thing that I had no idea about before our company did a project about it. And this twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome is when you have identical twins. That is the placenta down there, and there's a big network. The placenta is sort of like the nourishing organ that's the circulatory system and everything as babies are developing. And so there's a big network of blood vessels, arteries, and veins that are delivering oxygen and nutrients through the placenta to the babies, but they get crisscrossed, and one of the twins ends up sort of siphoning blood from the other, or pushing blood to the other one, and so one gets more blood and one gets less, and one gets bigger and the other gets smaller, and it can have catastrophic consequences for one or both of the twins. And so what we did with this project was to show this sort of cutting-edge surgical treatment that they do at Stanford, where it's a treatment in the uterus of the twins using an endoscope. So they take a scope and put it in the uterus, and then they find a way to kind of separate the crisscrossed vessels so that one is not taking blood from the other or pushing blood to the other. And that's all happening, in the mother's uterus as she's pregnant with the twins. So this is the kind of stuff that we get to make easier to explain, and it can be very helpful for people that are going through this and need to understand what's happening to their babies.